Hi everyone, my name is Keela and today I am going to be making pecan pie for my Texas and Southwest region. While brisket might be a big staple in Texas, I might be sinning a little bit because I am not a fan of brisket, hence me making pecan pie. I spent a lot of my childhood and holidays in Texas, and without fail there was always a pecan pie. And yes, it's pecan, not pecan. Some other staples of Texas include the infamous Whataburger, and as I grew up, I definitely called it Waterburger, and that is not what it is. I order their ketchups on Amazon because they're delicious and they taste different than Heinz or Hunt's. And if you've ever had Whataburger, then you know what I'm talking about. Another Texas staple is the good old Dr. Pepper, and my family drinks it pretty religiously. We used to get Dr. Pepper from Midland, Texas, and it was made with sugar cane, but they don't make it anymore. So now let's get into making pecan pie. You're going to set your oven 350 degrees and let it preheat. For today's pecan pie recipe, here are the ingredients that you will need. 1 whole unbaked pie crust. I recommend a deep dish one so that all of your ingredients don't flow over. 1 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of corn syrup. You can use light or dark, it's up to you. 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of melted butter, and 1 cup of chopped pecans. Honestly, I use a little more than a cup. I like pecans in my pecan pie. You can use fresh or pre-packaged. When I was little, we used to go pick them out of my great aunt's yard, my grandma's sister, and we'd put them in baggies and stick them in my grandma's freezer, and that's what we used. This is how we make pecan pie. You're going to add your cup of sugar, your 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, your salt, your vanilla, corn syrup, and your eggs. And we're gonna whisk this all together. Add in your melted butter. You're gonna take your pie crust. You're gonna pour your chopped pecans in the bottom of it. And you're gonna spread those bad boys out. Then you're gonna take your wonderful sugar upon sugar upon sugar mixture, and you are going to pour it over the pecans that are in the pie crust. And as I'm pouring, you can see why I wanted the deep dish pie shell. Once you have your pie shell filled with the pecans and the liquid, you're going to place your pie on a sheet pan. This is to help in case it boils over. It's caught in the sheet pan and not in the bottom of your oven. You are also going to lightly cover your pie with some foil, and then we're going to stick this in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. After those 30 minutes are over, we're going to remove the foil and bake it for another 20 minutes. What we're looking for once it's done is the middle shouldn't be overly jiggly when we take it from the oven. We'll do our first bake with the foil on for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and check on it. After 30 minutes, remember, it's time to take your foil off of the top and continue to let your pie bake for another 20 minutes. After 20 minutes is up, you're gonna check to see how your pie's doing. If it's too jiggly, like mine's too jiggly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this foil back on top of it because you don't want the pecans and the pie crust to burn. You're gonna push it back in and give it another 20 minutes. All right, we let this baby cook another 20 minutes with the foil on top. This is why you have your pan underneath Still a little jiggly. We're gonna take it out and we're gonna let it set. And you wanna let it cool and set for quite a bit, maybe at least a few hours. If you try to cut into it now, it's gonna pour all over the place. And here you have it, pecan pie.